Okay, EB, it's time. It is July 4th, the first week in July of 2024. That means it is time for the CoasterRadio.com Tiki Takeover.
It sure is, Mike. No, this is going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to be doing 4 weeks of Tiki drinks that Mike has prepared, created the recipes custom for our audience, and for you to share with your friends that have a theme park theme. Right, Mike?
Right. Okay. Right. And this week, EB, we are starting off with a great one. But first, let's give thanks to our friends at BG Reynolds. They are co-sponsoring this with us. This wouldn't be happening without the good people over at BG Reynolds.
Yeah, BG Reynolds, the makers of fine cocktail mixers and syrups. They actually did send us some of these. We're going to be using those in every drink recipe that we're creating through the Tiki Takeover. And we encourage everybody, if you want to follow along, we've got them in the recipe. And the BG Reynolds mixers, you can't get a lot of these sorts of mixers and syrups in just any old liquor store, Mike. Even the big liquor stores are not going to have these syrups that you need for specialty tiki drinks. So BG Reynolds, a great place to find these special syrups to make the fanciest and funnest of tiki recipes, especially the Mike Collins original CoasterRadio.com tiki recipes like we're making.
Oh, and you guys are going to love this. And the thing that I really like about BG Reynolds as a tiki drink enthusiast and a tiki bar enthusiast is that the syrups that they make are all fresh. They have the best ingredients in it. There's no high fructose corn syrup. There's no preservatives. I mean, so once you get a bottle of this, you want to use it fast because it's all fresh stuff in there. And tonight we are using the BG Reynolds cinnamon syrup as part of tonight's recipe. You're going to see how wonderful this is. The cool thing about tiki drinks is that it's not like a scotch and soda, where you just pour a little scotch, a little soda, and then boom, you've got a drink. And a tiki drink, a true tiki drink, has a lot of different flavors. It's a very complex taste. And tonight's recipe, EB, I mean, how many ingredients are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ingredients. I mean, and that's not even a super complicated tiki drink. But I think you guys are going to enjoy that. The name of the first recipe, the first drink we are going to make, is called the Cursed Concoction.
Yes.
And the reason we call it that is because so many fantastic theme park attractions across the world have to do with a storyline where we, as the rider, somehow fall upon a situation where there is a curse and it sends whatever ride vehicle we are in into a tailspin. And there's so many great attractions like this. We even asked our audience to kind of list some, and the list is gigantic.
Yeah, no, we've got some great ones. I think there were several off the top of our heads that, everybody was finding, Mike. So let's go through the list here, and then I want to go to the Discord because there were some questions. I guess maybe we start there because people on the CoasterRadio.com Discord support the show at patreon.com/CoasterRadio for as little as $1, and you get into the Coaster Radio Discord for some of these kinds of discussions. Does haunted count as a curse? Or we're talking you have to actually have the curse put on you. We're not just talking about, somebody was asking about like Ghost Rider at Knott's Berry Farm. Does that count? Montezuma's Revenge? No. Oh, how about Top Thrill 2 is cursed by Zamperla? Mike, does that count?
I don't know if that counts, but I appreciate the creativity and the comedy value there. I think it does have to be a curse. Yeah, I think there's got to be a physical curse that is put on the rider, and therefore it affects what is happening during the ride.
And I think the most obvious one that people were coming up with was Cobra's Curse at Busch Gardens, Tampa. It's got curse right in the name, and we know this ride. You go up to the top, and the Cobra is right there, and you're cursed.
Right.
Or do you get cursed halfway through when you start spinning? I can't remember.
Maybe that's when the actual curse takes hold, and you start spinning around like crazy.
Yeah, because it's a wild mouse, but and it starts spinning.
Yeah, that is cool, though, when you see that Cobra at the top. That is pretty great. Another one, it's gone now. It's a defunct ride, but it did have the name Curse, and it was Curse of Dark Castle.
Sure.
At Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. That one, you weren't necessarily cursed. I guess there was a curse put on the castle, but we'll let that one go because there was the name.
Well, there's a curse. It's got the curse in the name and the curse in the storyline. There was another one somebody brought up was Hex at Alton Towers. So this is the Vekoma Madhouse ride. So this is not a roller coaster, but this one also has the curse where the Earl of Shrewsbury dismissed a beggar cruelly, and the beggar cursed the family, and so that's how the curse befalls the hex.
I guess if you're talking about theme park rides that have a curse as a major crux of the story, I think you've got to look at the Indiana Jones Adventure Temple of the Forbidden Eye.
Don't look in my eye. Don't look in my eye.
Yeah, boom. And then you look in the eye and you were sent down the tail or what is it? The hallway of torment or whatever. And then Indy's there trying to hold the curse back. That is a pretty excellent one and one of the best rides anywhere. The Alton Towers also has 13. That's another one that's kind of got curses around it. What about Revenge of the Mummy at Universal Orlando and Hollywood? That's kind of a cursed one where you fall upon the mummy's lair and everybody's cursed in there. I think that's another one. Here's one I wanted to ask you about, though, because I rode this ride a long time ago, and if I remember correctly, Adventure Express at Kings Island does have something to do with a curse that you come upon, right?
Well, but they just rethemed it, so I'm wondering if the curse is still there, because you're just going out on an exploration, right? You're just on the train, and then everything goes wrong, and I'm trying to remember if a curse is a part of the actual... Is there audio that tells you you're cursed?
Yeah. There's new audio and...
I mean, you definitely come upon people who, crossed the spirits or whatever in the temples or whatever it is that they're doing.
Yeah. Pirates of the Caribbean, Battle for Sunken Treasure at Shanghai Disneyland. Of course, that has to do with the curse.
Well, all the pirates are cursed. Yeah, if they turn into skeletons, right?
Yeah, there you go. So I feel that we're pretty well set up now.
Let's do this.
At least we have set it up to where the audience at least understands and says, oh, okay, this is why they are doing this. And check it out. Check out both of our shots here. Mine is a Tiki Haven. I've brought a lot of things down from my Tiki bar into the studio, kind of to make this get into the spirit of things. So I'm really enjoying this. I'm looking forward to making the drink 4 weeks in a row here in the studio. I see, EB, you've got the same thing going on there. Look at that. You've got your umbrellas ready. You got Coaster Boy in the background.
Yeah, I brought Coaster Boy out. He's got his lei on here. I brought all my stuff over too. So, and I picked a fun glass for us, and I'm ready to go.
I like that. By the way, in the background there, maybe on a future episode here, I'll show you that bird is an animatronic bird.
Oh, yeah. Great. Good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I might bring that out on a future episode of the Tiki Takeover. But let's get to it right now. We are going to make the cursed concoction. And we will start off, EB.
Step me
it's
through
very
it.
important. You got to grab your shaker. You got a cocktail shaker there? There we go. Fill it with ice. We got to fill it with ice. Now, for all of you out there, one thing that you can do is a great place to get ice is to actually go. Now I'm using my hand because it's my own drink. I left my my scoop upstairs, but you got to fill it with ice. Now you could go to a Sonic or even a Chick-fil-A.
Oh, get the crushed ice, the fancy nugget ice.
Yeah, the nugget ice.
Yeah,
That's great
good.
Because to make nugget ice at your house, you have to have a fancy
get the machine,
which is like $550. But just for $2, you can go down to Chick-fil-A and do that.
All right.
So the very first ingredient is 3/4 of an ounce of fresh lime juice.
And mine's not fresh.
Oh, you're using the bottle kind.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for future episodes, EB,
always
squeeze the lime. Yeah,
yep,
you want fresh lime juice, but you're all right. That's all right. It's all going to be good.
It's all good.
So we want 3/4 of an ounce. I've already poured mine. Okay. You have yours, like you're doing yours. And you put that. You got your ice in there.
I might have 2 Tiki drinks, Mike. So I'm definitely.
Oh, good. You can double. You can double the recipe. Yeah. All right. So there we go. So the fresh lime juice going right in there.
Good.
Very good.
Next,
we want 1 ounce of white grapefruit juice.
And this ought to be fresh too.
That should be good.
I did not get my grapefruit. All of this stuff should be. I mean, if you really want to do it correctly, you got to get the fanciest, bestest stuff, the stuff that tastes the best, fresh for your fresh ingredients, the good stuff from BG Reynolds, and some top shelf booze. All right. So what are we doing? 1 ounce of white grapefruit juice?
Oh, yes. Now, EB, in Northern Virginia, you can't get white grapefruit for some reason, so I've got just a regular grapefruit. I don't know what they're doing here. What's wrong with it? Okay, but here is I'm just putting in just regular grapefruit juice. You got to do what you got to do. We need 1 ounce of that right there.
Okay.
Now, here's where we get to the flavor, man. This is where we start talking BG Reynolds and their cinnamon syrup.
All right.
And so here it is. We're going to... Now, look, they sent a gigantic bottle of this. By the way, EB, we are going to be picking a lucky winner from the CoasterRadio.com Discord to get one of these bottles. We have a fresh bottle to send their way. So I'm going to go ahead and open that. This is the first time it's opened. You actually hear it like go, psst. Actually, oh yeah, I heard it pop there too. We're gonna measure it out. So what do we need? We got 1/2 ounce.
Good.
So here we go. 1/2 ounce of the cinnamon syrup. There we go.
All right.
How are you doing on yours? You got yours in?
Good.
All right, great. There we go. Now we go to the booze. It's time for the booze. Now, the next thing up is 151 proof rum.
This is the real stuff.
This is hardcore stuff. I love the lemon and heart 151 proof. That's kind of what I get. I don't know. What are you using tonight?
I got Palms.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So you need a half ounce of that. A half ounce of that going in.
Just a half an ounce of the good stuff.
Just a half an ounce. But if you're going for the double, you put in a whole ounce of that. So there you go. A half ounce going in.
Double that up.
Very nice. And then you move on to 1 ounce of dark Jamaican rum.
Right.
For me tonight, I am using this dark rum that was sent to me by Nathan Slater.
Ooh, nice.
Of the Ride This One podcast. So I still have some that he sent me, and we're going to use that. What are you using over there?
I got cheap stuff, Mike, for this one.
That's all right.
Myers in the plastic bottle.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. That's good to go too. Okay, here we go. So taking an ounce of that.
Great.
I'm filling it up right to the brim, maybe. I want every drop of that dark rum going in there.
I got room for some more ice. Okay.
There we go. All right. Yeah. Fill it up with ice. And now we've got everything that we need in there. We're going to shake well. Shake it well. Shake it well. Give it a good shake. And you hear those ice cubes are kind of moving everything around in there. Beautiful. Beautiful.
This is good.
Now, do you have a tiki mug where you are, EB?
I wanted to make sure that we could see this beautiful concoction, so I got this guy here.
That's from Trader Sam's at Disneyland, right?
I'm using this guy.
Yeah. Okay, I am using this one. It's good that you brought that so you can actually see it. I am using this wonderful skull mug.
Look at that.
It is from 3 Dots and a Dash in Chicago, and I thought this was perfect for the Cursed Concoction.
Cool.
Because you can really see those skulls there. But again, you want to fill whatever vessel you are using.
Yeah, mine's big,
to the
so
top
I'm
with ice.
trying to make it a double here to fill it up here.
Yeah, good. That's good. I'm going to go ahead and fill my... Because what you want to do with tiki drinks is something they call fill and chill. And that's why a lot of people, when they go to a tiki bar, they're like, wait, there's so much ice in there. I'm not getting a lot of booze. But the thing is, tiki drinks are super potent, man. I am set, so I've got my ice in, and now I'm going to give it just another shake. And it is time, my friends, to go ahead and pour this in. There you go. Look at that's got a nice look to it. Yeah, look at that.
Beautiful. All right, I gotta get my umbrella.
Now I'm wishing I'd done what you did, EB, and made a double of this, but that's all right. It's gonna be good enough now.
Yeah, let's see here.
Yeah, look. Oh, I'm taking every drop, man. I don't want to miss any. Oh, look. Now you know what? That's actually almost filled it to the top, though. That's not bad. All right, there we go. Now this is where you could have some fun with your tiki drink. You could actually, some people light it on fire. You actually take a crouton and you pour a little lemon. What is it?
I've got a
extract or something, and that will light it on fire. You can put flowers and pineapple leaves.
Here's what I'm doing, Mike. I got me a toasted cinnamon stick.
Oh, nice!
And a little bit of a clementine. I'm not gonna put that.
Look at that, EB.
Like this.
Yeah.
As my garnish.
Yeah. Look how nice that drink looks, though.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful drink. Your garnish game is on point.
Why don't we hang a little monkey on there just for fun there, Mike?
See, I like that. Look at that.
Put the real cinnamon stick in there. Get a real piece of orange in there. Let's do this.
So, my friends, this is the Cursed Concoction, the very first drink in the CoasterRadio.com Tiki Takeover with our friends at BG Reynolds.
It's a beautiful thing.
We say aloha to all of you guys, and thanks for being here with us on this. Let's take a sip. What do you think, man? How is it? Ooh.
Well done, Mike.
That's good. That is good.
And that's something
that is good.
For people who aren't fans of tiki drinks, if you mix up one of these things, what is fun is, like Mike said, it's not just drinking booze. The flavors are complex when you're mixing this stuff in here. Yeah. This is great.
That is good, man. And you can taste everything. You've got the lime and the grapefruit coming together, but that cinnamon syrup, really brings out the rum too. It's so good. Yeah, man. Yeah, and so we have the recipe for this on all of the social media for Coaster Radio. And it says right there, some of the greatest attractions feature an ancient curse. This potent mix will help you fight off mummies, monsters, or angry gods. And I agree with it, man.
At least give you the liquid courage to think you can.
That's right. So
awesome.
Man, this was fun.
Good drink, Mike.
This is a good first week. Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot, man. I like it a lot. So thanks so much to our friends at BG Reynolds. And thanks to all of you for being here for week 1 of the Tiki Takeover here at CoasterRadio.com.